Now, you want to take the reins on the Raiders. What do you want to give them? Because there's a vacuum grade and then there's my grade. Depending on who you are.
I'm going to give it a C+. I don't hate what they've done, but you release Hunter Renfrow and you haven't replaced him yet. You upgraded at quarterback, which is cool. You made a massive signing at defensive tackle, which is awesome. But
you cut Jimmy.
Yeah, who's suspended anyway. Cut Brian Hoyer. So now you're Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. That's cool. You don't have a number 2 wide receiver. That's iffy. You don't have a starting running back. That's iffy. Neither of those positions are you're going to fill in the first round of the draft. So you may or may not be getting a position player there. I haven't heard anything about Henry Ruggs being paroled, so you're not going there. Corner seems to be where you're going to go with the draft. Something on defense, knowing them, they're going to take Chop Robinson. Right?
I mean, crazy.
It just new regime over there. It's hard to say. I don't think the thing is, I think they upgraded at quarterback, so overall they got better, but I think they regressed a little bit talent wise. Hunter Renfrow hasn't been anything for the past year or two. Josh Jacobs is a beast at running back though, so it's kind of tough to see him walk.
Yeah, definitely.
But what's his face? My man Gruden was playing him in the fourth quarter of the third preseason game. Last year or a year ago. So they've been on the outs with him for a couple of years now, and he just continues to play. So I expect big things out of him in his next stop.
And he's probably going to get more playing time there too. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, it's a C+ for me because you upgraded the quarterback position. You got a massive player at defensive tackle, but you kind of slid backwards in some very important spots also. So
I agree with everything you're saying. And then on top of that too, it makes it a C, not a C+, just because I'm not like Christian Wilkins got paid. That's a big contract for him. He's a good player, great locker room personality. He really turned it up with the sack production this year. I like bringing back Andre James, and the Gardner Minshew signing is good too, but too much money and losing a lot of pieces. It's not ideal. I give it a C. And right now, too, looking at the consensus for the Raiders, if I can find right there, interior defensive lineman is what they're slotted at, which they could. That changes. You bring in Christian Wilkins. I don't think that you need to bring in a Byron Murphy, right? Those are two guys who play very similar types of roles. You don't need both of them on there. So, kind of like corner, wide receiver, they like speed. You want to reach on a Brian Thomas if you're kind of banking on being bad. You just want Gardner Minshew as your starter. Maybe you want a Bo Nix or a Michael Penix in the second, and you want to go Brian Thomas at what, 12th, 13th, whatever they are. I think it's 13th. So, it does change for me. I don't think that you go into your defensive line, then go honestly almost anywhere with that pick, and it wouldn't surprise me. Obviously, ideally, probably trade up and go get a quarterback, but what do you think?
I just think there's so many people, so many teams that J.J. McCarthy makes sense to right there. And signing Gardner Minshew to a 2-year deal screams bridge.
Yeah.
The Raiders seem like the type of organization that's going to draft Michael Penix right there, though. Like the big armed spread offense guy. To trade up and get J.J. McCarthy.
Pocket passer.
Yeah, it would be a smart decision. I just don't see them doing that smart decision thing. So
it's a 1-year deal. Eric Kendricks. Doesn't surprise me. I don't think we signed anything else but 1-year deals. Kirk Cousins has a chain on in the Atlanta Falcons signing room that says Dirty Birds. Fat chain on his neck and says Dirty Birds. It looks like both of his kids have the same chain on. That's pretty cool. All right.